Insane Brain, A Convert, No Good, Byron McGill, Tim Forston, Savage Dog, B.A. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Evan Williams, thank you for hitting the super chat to help support the show today. He says, starting a super chat train to send Kleenex to the needy. Yeah, there is a Kleenex shortage throughout the states of Alabama and Ohio. So I don't know if somebody wants to maybe start a GoFundMe or do one of those deals where maybe if you don't live in Alabama and Ohio, go ahead, go to the store, buy a few boxes of Kleenex, ship it to Alabama or Ohio. They're in desperate need. They used it all up. They've used it all up. You can't find a box of Kleenex on a shelf anywhere in the state of Alabama or Ohio. It's really starting to reach critical mass. It's a sad situation, but it's a situation nonetheless. So keep your Alabama and Ohio crybabies in your thoughts over the next couple of days. Troy, thank you for the super chat. He says, Bama fans are annoying. They deserved to be in. Bama fans don't want the regular season to matter in college football, which is weird to me because one of the things we talk about a lot as college football fans is how great the regular season is and how important the regular season is, and every game is a big game. Well, Alabama fans have all changed their mind. Alabama fans don't think the regular season should matter at all. As far as Alabama fans are concerned, they might as well not even have a regular season. We can just put out a preseason poll or a poll in August or the beginning of September, and whatever 4 teams happen to be at the top of that poll, just skip the entire season and have a playoff. That's all we need, according to Alabama fan, which is ridiculous to me. The college football regular season, I think, is the greatest regular season in all of sports because it matters, because every week is so important. It doesn't matter to me whether Alabama is 1 point better than TCU, 1 point worse than TCU, 100 points better than TCU, or 100 points worse than TCU. You didn't win your games in the regular season. And I'm not trolling and talking down to you like I've done sometimes and calling you stupid and all that. You really need to think about what you're saying when you're running around talking about Alabama should have been in. What you're saying is that the regular season doesn't matter. The games that we play during the regular season doesn't matter. We don't even need to play the games. All we need to do is ask, I guess, some random group of people, or maybe you want to go off Vegas odds. I don't know what you want to do. Who's the best 4 teams and just put them into regular season doesn't matter. That's what Alabama fans are arguing for. I think that's ridiculous. I think it's stupid. I think, like a lot of the times when Alabama fans type and talk, they're not thinking through what it is they're saying. And Alabama didn't deserve to be anywhere near this year's playoffs. That's just the reality of the situation. It's got nothing to do with Alabama hate, Alabama fatigue, scared of Alabama, none of that. Georgia would have beat Alabama this year. Georgia's just a better team than Alabama. I mean, it's okay to admit that Alabama's not the best team every single year. It's okay to admit that. And this year, Georgia was the best team. And that's just the reality of the situation. You went 10-2 in the regular season, 2 conference losses. You didn't win your division. You didn't even play for your conference championship game. And you want a group of strangers to look at you and go, well, let's put them in over some other team because we think hypothetically Alabama would do better against some random opponent in the playoffs than TCU would. Doesn't work that way. You were favored against LSU and Tennessee. You lost. So the fact that you would have been favored over Team A or Team B or some anonymous team in the playoffs is really irrelevant, considering the fact that you lost 2 games this year that you were favored to win. So all the crying and, wishing that there was no such thing as the regular season, I don't know if you realize how dumb and stupid you sound. You probably don't. At this point, you've probably developed like some sort of like immunity to feeling retarded because of all the dumb shit you've been saying for the majority of your life. But Alabama had no business being in this year's playoff. It doesn't matter whether or not they could have beat TCU. It has nothing to do with it. You didn't earn your way into the playoffs, period. It's literally that simple. And I really don't understand how any serious college football fan can think otherwise. And then try to claim that we love the regular season. No, you don't. You can't stand the regular season if you think Alabama should have been in this year's playoffs. In fact, it's the opposite. You're saying there should be no regular season. And if there is, it should just be all exhibition games. The regular season shouldn't matter at all. Whether you win or lose your game shouldn't matter at all. That's what Alabama man thinks. It's ridiculous. Go Dogs, David, thank you for the super chat. NASCAR ratings going through the roof in Alabama. Ohio just has a bunch of snow and misery, so I guess Kleenex may sell out this winter. Yeah, that's true. Not only does Ohio State fan have to spend the next couple of months crying that they couldn't beat Georgia, beat Michigan, win a division, win a conference title, or win a playoff game, they also have to be freezing cold.